It is here. Happy first full weekend of the college football season, everybody. Got a lot of great games this weekend. A lot of stuff to get into. First, I want to do an overarching kind of look at one program in particular because their schedule is so daunting that I don't see how they even get to 6 wins. And I don't see how their head coach makes it past like the end of October. So first, let's do a little mini season preview for the Florida Gators, who open tomorrow with a home game against the 19th ranked Miami Hurricanes, a game that I think they'll lose. Even Mario Cristobal's noted coaching ineptitude shouldn't be able to drag this team down too much anyway, and certainly not tomorrow against Graham Mertz and the hapless Florida Gators. They were ineligible for a bowl game last year at 5-7. Graham Mertz struggled. Billy Napier, it's been rocky. It has been rocky. I don't see how Billy Napier makes it past October, right? Their schedule: Miami tomorrow, Samford. They'll beat Samford, but it's worth noting that the last time Samford went to the Swamp, they put up like 52 points or something and lost in a shootout. I think the final score was like 70-52, but it was like a back and forth game until the fourth quarter. Into the fourth quarter, I think. So just an interesting note about that game. Obviously, I don't think they'll lose. I think they'll lose to Texas A&M as well. They'll beat Mississippi State and Starkville, so now we're looking at 2-2 through the first 4 weeks, which is kind of been the norm for Billy Napier at Florida in his brief stint there so far. Home against UCF, a lot of people will probably expect them to win that game. I'm going to go ahead and say they lose, so 2-3. At Tennessee, we'll make 2-4. Then it's Kentucky at home. They've struggled against Kentucky recently after dominating that series for years. I'll give them this one, though. I think they win that one, so 3-4. Then listen to this stretch to end the season. Georgia and Jacksonville, followed by Texas on the road, LSU at home, Ole Miss at home, at Florida State. So I'm going to say they beat either LSU or Ole Miss, one of the two, not both. So overall, I kind of think they're looking at a 4-8 season, maybe 5-7 if I'm wrong about UCF, which is the one I picked them to lose. They're probably most likely to actually pull off the win. So another sub 500 season just isn't going to get it done for Billy Napier. And that last stretch, the last 5 games of the season, that is brutal. I've never seen a stretch like that in college football, and I've been watching for almost 2 decades. So that's Florida. Some other things about week 1. Upset pick for week 1. We're going to go almost heaven, West Virginia. I've got the Mountaineers upsetting Penn State in Morgantown. They're the team no one's talking about in the Big 12 that I think is secretly talented enough to contend for a conference title and a playoff bid. Watch out for West Virginia. The country roads will take them home to a week 1 statement upset over Penn State. Other things about week 1, I like Notre Dame to beat Texas A&M. I like LSU over USC. Georgia should have no issues with Clemson. Maybe an under-the-radar upset game to keep an eye on. Virginia Tech has been getting a lot of preseason hype, and understandably so, with Kyron Drones. But they're playing at Vanderbilt. They brought over Jerry Kill from the previous head coach at New Mexico State. They brought Diego Pavia, a talented quarterback, and some other players from a New Mexico State team that by the way, last year went to Auburn and beat them by 3 touchdowns. And this was the week before that same Auburn team only lost to Alabama because of a miraculous 4th and 32 play. So I would still lean Virginia Tech in this game, but it wouldn't shock me if Vanderbilt kept it close or even maybe pulled out the stunner. I hope you all enjoy what promises to be a great opening weekend, full opening weekend of the 2024 college football season.